Okay, so we are now halfway through the year of 2025. Not your typical kind of video, I guess, when you think about summertime. Shout out to everyone celebrating 4th of July, Independence Day. I hope everyone is safe. Shout out to Clayton Kershaw, 3,000 strikeouts, only the fourth pitcher in the history of MLB that stayed with the same team. So shout out to Clayton Kershaw, the GOAT of baseball. And as far as pitching goes, for me, in my opinion, but I do want to do one thing. Halfway through the year, we got 6 months left. It's all about checking in. Where are we at? And my goal has been to hit 500 subscribers by the end of 2025. And I've had 1+, so you can't tell, maybe I'll do this, but we've had 1+ subscriber in the past 28 days. We have 294 views that are up. We have a current watch time about 3.2 hours. I don't really know, but I kind of know what that is. Yeah. Spotify is a different story. In the last 30 days, we have only had one play on our podcast on Spotify. I want to say thank you for everyone that's been watching on YouTube, but bigger shout out to everyone on Instagram, where we've had hundreds of views every time we've posted a video here for Fuel Pasion. And yeah, let's get into it. Perseverance is the video. Let's go. Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Noan El Boricua, where we're here at Fuel Pasion, where it's all about immersing yourself dentro de cultura, growing in your faith, and as always, making those conexiones. This is the halfway mark of the year video for Fuel Pasion. And where are you at with your goals? I know for many of my students, I've challenged them for the summer to at least do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, not sit-ups, squats. Well, hey, why not? We might add that as well. But for sure, 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 minutes of stretching, 10 minutes of meditation or prayer, and 10 minutes of reading a book. A couple of them have been doing it, but for the most part, they've been making fun of my videos. I'll actually post one of my recaps of stretching. And yes, it is hilarious when you do it in a time lapse. But it's about setting the example. And I think for me, one of the things that I want to just remind everyone is that whenever you set a goal, it is hard. When I'm looking at all these numbers and everything that I'm trying to do, and I still don't understand why I can't, I think it's because it's white, but just kind of going through all this, it is hard to understand. Well, what am I doing? There we go. It is hard to understand, like, why can't we really drive what we want to drive? But I think one of the things that I'm learning is that there's one thing halfway through this year that I hope many of you can understand. We need to be patient. I think a lot of times it's great to be able to have these goals that we're getting after. Let it be professionally, let it be personal, let it be family, community. It's great. But one of the things that we need to understand is that we need to be patient. And I think a lot of times the impatient gets us to really look a lot harder, like microscopic of every little issue, and we blow it up more than what it should be. So I think for me, what I've learned up until now is really being patient. And really, as I think the Philadelphia 76ers had a mantra of like, trust the process. I don't know how that went out for them, not too well, but I think for me, it's really refining and understanding that. And I think one of the things that's bled in, not just for me on this podcast and looking at analytics, but it's also like my family. How do we get patient when we are extending our family now? Like this, late spring, early summer, our son got married. And these are things that we're just being patient as there's processes and new things that are coming along, which is all great. And it's the same thing with work. I recently got my review, which I was okay with it. I think I feel I'm good where I'm at. And I was really excited to see some of the potential things that are coming down the line. And it's all about being patient. That's the other thing. So, all right. So my second thing that I want to hit you guys with is that halfway through this year in 2025, not only am I giving myself time to be patient, I think the other thing is perseverance. We need to persevere because there's so many challenges that come our way. I go back to like the summer challenge for the students. Man, that has been the hardest thing for me to do, is to stay, like, just persevere the hard moments. I have injuries. I'm constantly just encountering situations where it doesn't allow me, but I need to persevere and remember the end goal of why I am being active, why am I moving, and why do I need to ensure that not only is it doing that, but also eating right, drinking plenty of water, which by the way, we got my water right here. So that's the second thing I want to just throw out there really quick. So remember, be patient as you're finishing out 2025. Remember, perseverance is key as you're finishing out 2025. And I think the last thing is level set. And what I mean by that is sometimes level set is taking it up or keeping it consistent. For me, the first 3 months was keeping it consistent. Work, family, just everything, keep it consistent. These past 3 months, finishing in end of June, it's been leveling up. Okay. So for me, my hope is that if you are getting after and you're trying to finish those goals that you set out back in January, it is now the beginning of July. My hope is that you can look and finish strong. But remember, level set, whatever that looks like, either elevating or keeping it consistent. Remember the levels that you're at. And I think for me, that's something that I'm looking at. Again, I look at these numbers and I'm like, okay, I need to elevate. What do I need to do? So I think one of the things that I did, and I will share this 100%, I had the chance to interview Para-Olympian bronze medalist in the long jump for the women's event, none other than Beatriz Hatz, who is an amazing athlete. And I had a chance to interview her. And one of the things that I did was, yes, I am really good at speaking. I'm really good at connecting with people. But you know what makes me level set and even take it up is doing my homework. Now, many people don't know this, but I shared it with a few people. I spent 6 hours alone of just watching interview after interview, reading article after article, and just to kind of understand personality traits, I went in and started looking at social media video commercials that this amazing Paralympian bronze medalist was doing. Why? Because it allowed me to understand who she is as an athlete, what she believes in, but also what makes her so unique as from a marketing context, right? And it allowed me to really just connect with her. And I just want to say thank you, Beatriz. I think you're at the Prefontaine Classic this weekend. Good luck to you and all the athletes that are out there. It's something that's really good. So those are three things that I think I just wanted to touch on really quick is remember, be patient as you're closing out 2025. Remember to persevere no matter what's going on. And remember to level set. I think if you can continue to do that, it's going to allow you to finish out 2025. But I hope more than anything, you are having fun, you're enjoying the summer. And I don't have my summer bod, but hopefully by next year I will. So that's the goal. That's the long goal from now. So maybe a year from now we can talk about that. But there's a couple things that I'm going to be touching on in a few weeks. There's some videos that I'm about to hit. But I want to leave you with this. I want to give a shout out to Javier and Joey. They are the founders of Paisa Boys. And I want to give a shout out to them because within the context of Paisa Boys, they have an amazing friend who is Javi number 2. And Javi number 2 is a guy that I got to meet because of Javier when I was getting some stuff done for my podcast and just visiting and seeing where they're at. And I want to post this GoFundMe because I think there's nothing beautiful than the conexiones of getting out there and making do or doing right for your community, just like Joey and Javi has been doing. Javi, I'm super proud of you because of the fact that we had a chance to celebrate for what we call our JDI Day here in LA, and I had a chance to kind of share a photo, but really a t-shirt that Paisa Boys did specifically for LA. And I was super grateful for that. But I just want to say, shout out to all of those that are doing the right thing, that are constantly getting after their dreams, and that they understand that when you're patient, when you persevere, and you level set, man, you get to do some dope stuff, just like Paisa Boys and Joey and Javi and their personal passion projects. Thank you so much. Javi number 2, help him out. He's an amazing guy. If you need any work done, hit him up. Or if you want to go to the GoFundMe to make sure that his machine is set and good to go, more info on that, and I'll set that up for you guys so you can check it out. Like always, thank you so much, man. Go over, check us out at fuelpasionpodcast.com. Como siempre, immerse yourself in cultura, grow in your faith, and make those conexiones. Let's finish up this year strong. Fuerte. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Como dice mi abuelita, que Dios te bendiga.